Smoking is an incredibly deadly habit that over half the population does. I'm going to be looking at the health risks of smoking, along with how difficult it can be to quit, and whether smoking aids help with the quitting of smoking. Cigarettes contain nicotine, which stimulates the body to produce adrenaline, increasing the heart rate and raising blood pressure. Estimates show smoking increases the risk for coronary heart disease by 2 to 4 times, for a stroke by 2 to 4 times, and for men developing lung cancer 25 times more likely, and women in developing lung cancer 25.7 times more likely. And carbon monoxide in the tobacco smoke reduces oxygen in the blood. Nicotine alters the balance of two chemicals in your brain called dopamine and adrenaline. In your brain, when nicotine changes the levels of these chemicals, your mood and concentration levels change. Many smokers find this enjoyable and is referred to as a backy rush. But why do people smoke? That's what I asked Jack Elsden, a student from CRC. So what does smoking mean to you?
I think it used to mean a lot more to me than it does now. I've cut down quite a lot, but I see it as more of a social thing, so I tend to socially smoke when I'm out and about, sort of the pubs, clubs, whatever.
When and how did you start smoking?
So I think I had my first cigarette when I was in like year 7 or 8.
Will you ever quit?
I think while all of my mates smoked, there was absolutely no chance of me quitting, because I can stop buying cigarettes and still smoke every day because my mates do, and I just can't say no.
Here I talked to Jane Edwards-Ainge over the phone. She was a nurse on a lung ward from 2003 to 2016. What does smoking mean to you?
Work.
How long did you work on the lung ward?
From 2003
From
till 2016.
On the lung ward, how many people came and went with issues related to smoking?
Probably good 75% were smokers.
Our people's attitude to smoking has changed since you first started working on the ward from now.
Well, I think that it's more widely known and recognised that it causes cancer and it causes lung problems. And people now realise that even if you only give up for a short time, it can be beneficial.
How do you think smoking aids have helped people recently with quitting?
Oh yeah, that's a really good thing for them to be able to quit using, because they're so readily available. It's good.
Would you suggest vaping to a patient?
Yeah, I think so, because I think even though it's not good for you as such, it's better than the cigarettes.
So what does smoking mean to you?
Well, I look back on it kind of fondly, really. As I said before, I really did enjoy it, but I mean, it will kill you. There's no two ways about it. Nothing can ever be proved 100%, but you prove things beyond reasonable doubt. And it had been proven beyond reasonable doubt that smoking, of all the drugs that are available in this country, is the one that is the most toxic, addictive, creates the most changes in your DNA structure. I mean, it's really, really, really bad for you. So you can't go into a restaurant, there's no smoke on buses.
When it came to quitting, did you find it particularly hard to quit? I mean, was it something that you needed aids for, or did you just do it off your own steam?
Well, I really, really, really love smoking. If it didn't kill you, I'd still be smoking now. And I've stopped smoking several times. I've had 3 children, and every time I've had a child, I've stopped smoking.
How have people's attitudes changed towards smoking since you were younger?
Massively.
When and how did you start smoking?
I started smoking when I was at secondary school, when I was about 13 or 14. So that would have been at the end of the 70s.
What does smoking mean for you?
It means I get my my hit of nicotine.
So how did you start smoking?
Someone told me to buy them off them, £1 each, so I bought 4 for £4 and smoked one and threw the rest under a bush because I thought someone was going to call the police on me.
Since smoking, have you developed any health issues?
Yes, occasionally I'll wake up and I'll cough up a ball of black phlegm.
Are you ever worried that this could lead to a cancer of any kind?
Yeah, but that's why I've now got a vape.
What drove you to quit?
The balls of black phlegm in my sink every morning. That drove me to quit, and all the smoking adverts.
How has vaping helped you with quitting smoking?
Well, I've moved on to a more healthy way to get the nicotine fix, and I vape now.